Hey guys, how's it going? It's Douglas here at Drownblade Productions, bringing you another Screaming Ghostface Collector's video. Today, we almost complete a collection. There's one piece now that's missing that has not quite arrived, that'll probably arrive in the next video, and maybe when that piece arrives, I'll dedicate its unboxing to the feature of the full catalog image, or I guess collection. A couple additions I needed to make are pieces in today's video, so I'm really excited about that. But first up, we're going to be taking a look at a gift that was sent my way as a complete surprise from Dustin Galster. This has nothing to do with Screamer Ghostface, but it's still definitely a cool piece that I appreciate and definitely fits in with my collection. I don't know whether to read the note first or to show the item first, because the note gives the full context of what the item is, and the item without context, I don't know. We'll just show you guys the item and then I'll read you the note. You'll probably be able to figure out what it is just by looking at this. Nice, filthy, disgusting towel. Some of you out there probably already can tell what this is from. Some of you are probably very fucking confused. Was this used in the bathroom scene of some Scream film? No, it wasn't. Alright, so here's the note. Dear Douglas, I hope you enjoy your gift. This is a towel Dave Brocky, aka Oderus Urungus, used during a Gwar show years ago in Syracuse, New York. When they were throwing crack rocks into the crowd, Oderus threw the towel and I caught it. I figured you would enjoy it because you listen to Gwar and collect weird stuff. Enjoy, Dustin. You know, Dustin, I sure do listen to Gwar and I sure do collect a lot of weird stuff. And this has to be one of the weirdest items in the collection. Out of context, I mean, most of this, you can at least see that it has something to do with a franchise or certain horror character, something like that, just old Halloween stuff. This in my collection, without the context of like a plaque saying what it is or telling people exclusively what it is, they would probably have no clue. No clue whatsoever. So this is probably one of the weirdest pieces in the collection, but also really fucking cool. I wouldn't consider this to be a stage-used piece. This is more of like a personal artifact that was used by Dave to clean up fucking spew and just nastiness. It smells awful. I'm sure you can probably look at the towel and imagine the scent. It's not the nice vanilla scent that we normally have going on in here, but this is really, really cool. Aside from like a couple of autographs from Oderus, I don't have anything that was used by him, owned by him, and I never got the opportunity to meet Dave, unfortunately, so having something like this is very special and I greatly appreciate it. Alright guys, this next piece is something that I picked up on eBay. This was a lucky eBay score. I haven't really seen a lot of these pop up for sale, and usually when I do, they're in really, really rough condition. This one is not perfect. It's got a little issues, but overall it's one of the nicest condition one of these I've ever seen. And this did also happen to be one of the pieces I needed to complete that catalog image I'm working on. Here we have not just a droop hooded, but a mask and cape, or I guess possibly instant disguise, Gen 2. Here's a good look at the mask. The face mask itself, while a little bit warped, is in really, really good condition. Paint looks nice. The actual vinyl looks nice. Just a really, really nice copy. Of course, you've got the droop hood here. Without the added cape, this would be just the droop hooded masks, or what many people have called for years the deluxe edition masks, even though they're not called the deluxe edition masks. And I do have one of the droop hood versions that was gifted to me by Mike Covert back in the day, so yet again, essentially the same exact thing, but without the cape. And they did release these, I believe, on 2 different tag styles. I do believe these were released on the Instant Disguise tag, and they were also released in the early Mask and Cape tags. These can be seen featured in this catalog image, which is more of the ASIS era, so I would believe that these were offered in both ways, and actually the Mask and Cape image that's I believe on the tag, as well as the catalog image of the Mask and Cape product, shows a Gen 2, not the EU, not a T-stamp, not a TD, none of those. It had a Gen 2 on it. So this is definitely one of the pieces I was in need of. As far as the cape itself, great condition. There's just a little stain here on the side of this. I mean, I might even be able to clean it off, but as you guys know, I really don't like altering the masks. And then I also noticed, and this was not shown in the images, a little bit of red paint here on this side, which, yet again, on display, completely unnoticeable, but just minor damage for a really, really cool piece that I needed to complete the collection. So with this edition, I think all I'm missing to have every single version of the Gen 2 that was ever produced, all poly shroud versions, cotton shroud versions, H stamp, HN stamp, droop hood masks, now this. I think at this point the only version of the Gen 2 I'm missing is the all-in-one version that I used to have. So if I get that back, I'll have the full Gen 2 suite, and I'm missing only 1 or 2 to have every single type of Gen 1, so we're getting really close. And the last piece for today's video is an odd one. This is something I've kind of put off purchasing for quite a while because it will never serve any purpose to me other than just sitting there. But then again, I guess don't all these serve that very same purpose, just to sit there and look pretty? So I ended up caving and picking up one of these, and yet again it is one of the few things I needed to complete that catalog image, so it is a good thing I grabbed it. As for what it is, it's nothing super exciting, but here we have an original Scream Stalker child-size costume. So, obviously, a little bit different image. This image in particular shows him wearing a mask that looks kind of similar to the RDS, but it's not. This is a child-size mask. I do believe there were some images of the child-size stalker that actually did show them wearing an RDS mask, but at least the one that was used on most of the Scream Stalker inserts is this version. The goddamn camera turned off! Well guys, I don't know exactly where I was, but I think I was to the point where I was talking about packaging differences on these. They obviously did release them as such with the old style packaging, the pinkish purple gradient, Fantastic Faces style packaging as we would call it. But they also did release these with the black ASIS style packaging as well. I've seen one of those and passed up on it, and I mean honestly, I prefer this version. I think it looks a lot cooler. Obviously those colors are way better than just standard black. But yeah, I'm really excited to have gotten this, and when that last piece comes in guys, like I said, we will finally have this one catalog image complete. Well, there you have it. I think that about does it for today's video, guys. There's not a whole lot of other items to look at, but we had 3 really cool things. Personal item from Dave Rocky, aka Oderus Urungus himself. A really cool instant disguise / mask and cape. It was released as both, I do believe, so whatever you want to call it. And finally, possibly the most useless piece in anything in here, if I was to try and use any of it, the child-size Scream Stalker costume. It's a completionist thing. It's there. With that being said, I guess there's nothing to do but give you guys some close-ups of these items from today's video, and love you all. Hope you enjoyed today's video, and see you next time.